Interlace the fingers, take a breath in and reach as tall as you can. Tilt forward from the hip. Inhale here, exhale, interlace the fingers and squeeze the chest open. Come into a down dog position and touch the opposing toe to stretch the back line of the body. 10 counts here, and just work on getting those heels down a little more, hips a little higher, and flowing with the breath. We'll come into a lunge position where we'll bring our right foot up past our right hand, open the knee up, and then rotate the thoracic spine, the cervical spine by looking up at the hand, and just square the hips by keeping the contraction of the glutes. Left foot out past left hand, open the knee up to get into the groin and rotate for 5, 4, 3, keep breathing with it, 2, squeezing the glutes, 1, good. We come into a deep squat position, ass to grass, okay, heels down, reach the arms in line with the ears and squeeze, come up. Inhale down and then lift the hips for a hamstring stretch. Coming back up, we've got 10 of these. Squeeze the glutes, come up fully open and hips up, head down. Arms in line with ears, feel that the thoracic spine, any tension in there, you're going to create a stretch by keeping the arms in line with the ears and really sitting those hips back, down and low. Good, and keep working the breath through it, in and out, squeeze, in. Good, back to exercise number 1, 10 counts. Now just really working on more flexibility, longer breath, working the thoracic breath, so deep into the diaphragm. Lungs expand, hips are higher this time, heels are lower. And opening up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Switch sides, get that knee outside, left hand, and then fully open that thoracic spine, squaring off through the hips. Lumbar spine stays connected into more of a neutral position. And deep squat position, reach and squeeze the glutes, open up the hips, lengthen hamstrings. Enjoy this, really getting warm through the body now. Working the breath into each exercise, into the muscle. Fully oxygenating the body and enjoying the glow of that sunshine. Last one's coming up. Lift, good, squeeze. Keep it going. And release. Balancing on your tailbone, knees in a tabletop. We've got 10 scissors here in a tabletop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep pulling the belly to spine and let the knee fall away. Chest is open. Second exercise, we grab those shins and we kick the legs long for 10. Balancing on the tailbone, activating hip flexors, quads and navel. Everything's engaged as you kick the legs long. Support that and keep the chest open. Don't allow the upper body to collapse. Excellent. Back to scissors. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. And open for 10, 9, 8. Feel that stretch. 7. Good. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And finishing on that last one. Nice job. Back to scissors, last round. Go as fast as your breath allows. And 10, full extension of both legs without collapsing the upper body. Keep it going and fully activate the muscles in the thighs. Okay, especially the quad as the hamstring stretches. Especially the hip flexors to keep the upper body stable. Let's go into a supine all fours. We reach one hand at a time and really press the hips up to the sky, fully opening up one side of the body at a time. Press. You have 10 reps all up and just keep pressing out of that shoulder all the way up and out, all the way up out of that hip. And finishing on the last one, we're going to go into a full supine bridge position by lengthening the legs, adding on, if you're able, to a tabletop for 10. We have to keep the hips high and the chest lifted though. So if you're sinking into the shoulders, please just stay straight without lifting the leg. But if you're feeling as though you're strong here, squeeze the glute, keep the hips steady, and go for 10 reps all up. Nice job. Just stretch out the back line of the body by reaching for the feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale and reach for those feet. Nice big stretch. Interlace the hands behind the back to stretch out the shoulder joint and the chest. Say hello to your neighbours and their dogs. Here they go. And this is part of loving life. Ah, so gorgeous. Let's get back to it. Supine Bridge, and we're going for 10 more reps. 9. It's always good to have a break in between these. Keep the hips high, so you want to create a straight line from shoulders, hips to feet. Continuing with the breath as we concentrate. Continuing to push out through the arms. Take your break, legs spread apart, and we're imagining we've got a ball. We're shifting forward and backward. Keep reaching and pressing that ball forward, elongating the spine from the hips. And then slide that ball back and down, shoulder blades slide back and down, and head lifts with the crown to the sky. Keep the feet flexed and in alignment as you reach. Good. Ten all up. Last set of our bridge, supine bridge. Let's go 10. Keep lifting. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stay strong. Keep squeezing. Good. Keep breathing, pressing out and release. Let's get into a rotational stretch. Again, flex the feet and just keep working through the thoracic spine. So the lumbar spine, hips stay steady, feet stay in the same position. It's just the rib cage and the neck that rotate. 10 all up. Then we'll come into a stretch. Try and keep both feet and hips on the floor and reach to the opposing toe. You'll feel that in your quadratus lumborum, or your lower back, on the opposing hip. And take a deep breath into that stretch. Enjoy it. From an all fours position, find your neutral, and then you're going to bring your knee out to the elbow to the side and then back in straight ahead. So it's rotating out and coming back in. You've got 10 all up. And then you've got 10 little pulses where we keep the legs straight and we extend from the hip, so the glute and hamstring squeeze. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to get the glute medius working as the knee draws out. Try and keep the upper body quite still and keep the weight centered, so we're getting good range in that leg. 10 little pulses, squeezing the glute to open up the hip and lift the leg. Good. From here, 2 push-ups. Exhale, hips and shoulders raise at the same time. You can keep the knees down if you'd like. Going again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And kick. Squeeze the glute. Keep the midline quite long. And everything stable as much as possible. So not too much movement through the shoulders or the lower back. Really want to get movement from the hip. Keep it going. Nice momentum here. And finishing off with our straight leg kicks. Make sure that leg is facing straight back and out from the hip and keeping the navel drawn in as we kick. 2 push-ups. Whew. Elbows drive in by the ribs when we do our tricep push-ups. Walk those hands back. You are done, you are oxygenated, you are alive and awake this morning, thanking and having gratitude, thanking the earth, God, whatever you believe in. Just take that time for gratitude here. Some half head circles to release any tension in the neck. Bringing the breath to a more of a relaxation breath, only in and out through the nose here, into the belly. And just take your time to bring in what you want to as you raise your arms, and just breathe out anything you want to let go of today. So I usually breathe in love, abundance, forgiveness, and then breathe out any fear, anything that's in your way, anything that's stopping you. Breathing in love and just breathing out fear, anything you choose. And take that time. You're going to sweep your hands up and down, like it's a Tai Chi move, sweeping your hands, the back of our hands up the waterfall, front of your hands down. And just take your time to draw in and up that energy from the earth and ground, any flighty energy as well. And this is your morning, your day. Set the intention for what you know you deserve. And just going with that flow, bringing the arms into a bit of a figure 8 here, along with the hips that follow the ankles, the knees, and it gives the joints a nice little massage and brings up the energy in the body. Back of the hand sweeps, lower hand sweeps along the ground, and the hips pull back as we change direction. Thanks for joining me this morning.